G'day guys, DYLIEDOG here. Now today isn't an Apex news related video, but more about a former Respawn employee who has taken aim falsely against dataminers. Now just a quick disclaimer, I can't believe I have to say this, but don't send anyone any hate who was mentioned in this video, but I still think this video needs to be made. Now the former employee I'm talking about here is named Tom Casiello. Now if you don't know who Tom is, he was a senior writer at Respawn, and he did leave his job at Respawn last year and decided to take the opportunity at Gravity Well, which was founded by Drew McCoy and John Shoring, who were former Respawn developers. Now Tom in the past has never been a fan of the Apex leaking community, mostly because in the past these people have leaked the lore comics, which in turn has spoiled comics for other people, and has spoiled his work. Now this story all started way back at the start of Season 9, where Tom Casiello blamed Dataminers for leaking the entire Season 9 comic, when in fact that was not the case. Now Replisson, who I have mentioned in previous videos, actually put this perfectly, where he said the person who leaked the comic used to cheat to gain access to the comic, and Dataminers have agreed to never share any lore spoilers or leaks that may be found. Now the Dataminers I assume Replisson is talking about here is people like Garrett, Shrugtool, Krell Rindo, someone who leaks, Replisson himself, Human SAS, and there's probably a few more that I have missed, but these guys are reputable people who don't use cheats and just data mine what is in the game files. Now you may mention Bias12, who has leaked a lot of these pieces of information in the past, like comic spoilers and teaser footage. However, since late Season 8 I believe, he has not actually done any of this. So for Tom to say that dataminers are the ones who leaked the comics and lore information, it's simply not the case. But why am I bringing this up today? Well, instead of Tom realizing that dataminers have had nothing to do with the comic leaks, he again a few days ago has gone on to take a slight jab at dataminers in this tweet, and then moves on to rubbish dataminers again by pointing out that they are disrespectful, have no lives, yada yada yada. You guys get the gist of this. Now again, Replisson explains this perfectly to Tom when he says that most dataminers don't spoil seasonal teasers besides the date and some small things like icons of abilities. We do not do story spoilers ever. Those people are leakers / cheaters who ruin the game. Now this was all actually brought to my attention today when that one Apex bot made a joke about the fact that Tom is going to blame the Save Titanfall hack on dataminers, which by the way I thought was a pretty good joke, when Tom actually responded to this trying to unpack the joke saying, no, I don't blame hackers for that. Like dude, I'm inviting Tom to my next party, because if I make a joke like that, I want Tom to be right next to me explaining the joke to all my mates. Like I'm sure Jim Jeffries would love Tom in the front row of one of his booked out stadium shows. And by the way, Tom says here, why would I blame dataminers for hacking? Maybe because of the fact that you did that about a month ago? Alright, now that we've done all that, I'll quickly just say that I am a little bit biased on this situation because I have used a lot of information from dataminers in my content, and plus I'm pretty good mates with that one Apex bot and Garrett. When someone like Tom Casiello, who has a pretty substantial audience, I just recommend not shooting off your mouth at people, especially when what you're saying isn't true. But guys, if I have to leave you with one thing, it's this. Dataminers and cheaters are two very different people. Dataminers give hype to the game. And my god, how many times have I sat at Apex wanting to throw my controller through the window thinking of how the game is so dry at a moment, but then I see a tweet from Garrett or Shrugtool or someone else about an upcoming skin or heirloom, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome and I can't wait for that. However, cheaters and hackers are the ones who show these things like upcoming teaser footage, quest spoilers, and of course comic spoilers. So I guess make sure to support your local dataminer. And guys, don't send any of the people I've mentioned in this video any sort of hate. I shouldn't have to say that, but I know how people are this day and age. And look, I'm not trying to start up drama. Believe me, I'm done with that crap, but dataminers are not the problem. Hackers are. But for now, guys, let's get into the question for the video, which is, who is your favorite dataminer to get content from? I'd like to say mine, but I know Garrett watches a lot of my videos, and I don't want to hurt his feelings. No, I'm kidding, of course, but let me know down below. But that is all from me, guys, so make sure to like, subscribe, do all those wonderful things. But anyway, guys, DYLIEDOG will catch us all later.